Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai, 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 Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana Gaura Hari. Gaura 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 Hari. Gora 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 Hare Jaya Sachinandana Gora Hare Nittai Gora Hariba Hariba Haribo Nittai Gora Haribo Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtotara Satasri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Kaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anugha ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nittai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13, Text 11. Bhibhradvenum jhatarapatayo shringavetre cha kakshe vame panau masrina kavalam tatfalani angulishu tishtan madhye swaparishu huddo hasyan narmabhi svai swarge loke mijati bubuje yajna bhuk balakeli. Please repeat. Bibhradvenum jhatarapatayo shringavetre cha kakshe vame panau masrina kavalam tatfalani angulishu tishtam madhye swaparisuhrido hasyan narmabhi svai Swarge loke mijati bhubuje yajna bhukpalakeli. Bibhradvenum jhatarapatayo shringavetre cha kakshe vame pano mashrina kavalam tatfalani anguleshu Tishtan madhye swaparisuhrido hasyan namabhi svai Swarge loke mijati bhubuje yajna bhukbalakelihi. Bibhradvenum jhatarapatayo shringavetre cha kakshe vame pano mashrina kavalam tatfalani angulishu tishtan madhye swaparisuhrido hasyan narmabhi svai Swarge loke mishati babhuje yajna bhuk balakeli. Bibradvenum, keeping the flute. Jatarapatayo, between the tight clothing and the abdomen. Sringaveshe, both the horn bugle and the cow driving stick. Cha, also kakshe, on the waist. Vame, on the left hand side. Panau, taking in hand. Masrinakavalam, very nice food prepared with rice and first class curd. Tatphalani, suitable pieces of fruit like bale. Anguli ishu, between the fingers. Thishtan, staying in this way. Madhye, in the middle. Swapari sukhridaha, his own personal associates. Hasyan, making them laugh. Karmabhi, with joking words. Swaihi, his own. Swargaloke mishati, while the inhabitants of the heavenly planets, Swargaloka, were watching this wonderful scene. Bhubuje, Krishna enjoyed. Yajna bhukbalakelihi, although he accepts offerings in yajna for the sake of childhood pastimes, he was enjoying foodstuffs very jubilantly with his cowherd boyfriends. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Krishna is yajna bhuk, that is, he eats only offerings of yajna. But to exhibit his childhood pastimes, he now sat with his flute tucked between his waist and his tight cloth on his right side, with his horn bugle and cow driving stick on his left, holding his hand a very nice preparation of yogurt and rice, with pieces of suitable fruit between his fingers. He sat like the whirl of a lotus flower, looking forward toward all his friends, personally joking with them and creating jubilant laughter among them as he ate. At that time, the denizens of heaven were watching, struck with wonder, at how the personality of Godhead, who eats only in yajna, was now eating with his friends in the forest. Purport: when Krishna was eating with his cowherd boyfriends, a certain bumblebee came there to take part in the eating. Thus Krishna joked, "Why have you come to disturb my Brahmana friend Madhumangala? You want to kill a Brahmana? This is not good." All the boys would laugh and enjoy, speaking such joking words while eating. Thus the inhabitants of the higher planets were astonished at how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who eats only when yajna is offered, was now eating like an ordinary child with his friends in the forest. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatana Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha Navahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is a famous pastime called Vana Bhojan, the Lord eating in the forest. Every day he did that. And it was a grand program. It was grand program because Krishna was eating with his friends. And he was not eating in the house, his mother serving him, and Rumba Challama, do you want this, do you want that, and all that. He was eating in a different setting. Mother was not there. None of the other mothers of other Gopas were also there. It was exclusive, only boys' picnic. And Krishna was in that, along with everyone. He's sitting in the middle, Madhye Tishtati. He's sitting in the middle, like a real hero. And he's not like unaccessible, he's too far away, he's very great, he's very sophisticated like that. He's making himself available to all his cowherd boys, friends. And they are not all of the very rich kind. His father is a king, Nanda Maharaja, but all the others are all ordinary cowherd men, milking the cow, doing a little Keti Bari, some little farming, some little thing and all that. They were not like very high class society people. They were all Vaishyas, farmers, children of farmers. You know, every day they do hard work physically, and they have two ropes on their necks, and they are rearing the cows, the calves, helping the father with the milk, the cleaning the place, the goshala, the house, and produce of vegetables and the grains and all that every day. Simple people. But Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was sitting with them. And it is appreciated here, Sukadeva Goswami will say, Kritapunya Punja. What amount of good work these boys should have done to be able to sit like this casually with Krishna and joke and eat. Isn't it very amazing? What is that sloka? Itam sukha anubhutya dasyam paradaivatena maya sukhaya bharam. Oh no. Anybody knows that sloka? Kritapunya punja. How wonderful it is that they are sitting together with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the exciting thing. Yesterday we were discussing about how he is doing this to Yashoda. And there he has come as her son. And in that he is giving her a super experience. First, by stealing butter in the house, breaking the pot and making her feel intense anxiety and anger and affection and everything together. And yesterday also we discussed how he was making her anxious by telling that I have not eaten any mud, they are all telling lies. And then she says, I want to see your mouth, right? I want to examine your mouth. Not that she's a dentist and she wants to see how many teeth are there. But she just wants to see him, it is eaten mud, I can see, I can make out. And, he shows her the universal form. And he's watching the fun, how she's feeling, what she's feeling. Krishna can do anything he wants, anytime he wants. And he's also having pleasure watching the emotions and the feelings of Mother Yashoda at her surprise and shock. What is this I'm seeing in your mouth? I didn't expect, I just expected to see some little dirt. Now you see more than dirt. So in this way, Krishna is giving Yashoda an intense devotional experience, because she is a very pure, wonderful devotee, totally in love with Krishna, my dear son. So she's giving her that experience. Like we were discussing yesterday, Vrajajana Ranjana. For everybody in Vrindavan, he gives them pleasure. Very high class pleasure. So here he is giving pleasure to the Gopas. Vrindavan means Gopas, Gopis and Nanda Maharajan. These are the main classification of relations and Leela. He is doing this very amazingly. And it is mentioned here very nicely, beautiful description of him. How he looks. He is very casually dressed, like a regular cowherd boy. It's mentioned is his horn, and the stick is stuck in between his stomach and his, dhoti, tied together. And he's got a flute in his hands maybe, or he stuck his flute also somewhere. And he has got curd rice. Yo, Tamil Nadu people must be feeling so thrilled, yaar. Tayir sadam, yaar, in the hands. Ayyo, nain theriyave illaya. It is pure yogurt and rice, it's mentioned. And one Acharya has commented that the fruit in between was actually pickles. Nice sweet pickle, it seems. So it was called fruit. Here it is mentioned could be bale fruit. Pieces of fruit coming between is the same. But he's having a whole handful of yogurt rice, right, and ready to eat it. And he's joking. It's mentioned that here he's joking with a bumblebee, and saying, you come to eat, I'll not give you, or, don't do this to Mother Mangala. And everybody's laughing. And all the boys are laughing together. You must just imagine the scene. That's why it's described so pictorially, so graphically in the Bhagavatam. Then we can get into that scene. Where this happened is there. You can go and see Yajnasthali, Bhojanasthali. You can see these places even today. It seems like full of rocks and trees and everything. Very nice place for sitting and eating. And there were natural holes in the rocks. And they were put their leaf inside that and eat from there. Each one was making his own arrangement to eat, opening his tiffin box and eating. And each one was offering something good they brought means to Krishna. And Krishna was eating out of their hands. And from his tiffin box also he was giving. So like, you give, I eat from my tiffin, I give it to you, and it's all like, that's why they are saying, he's yajna book. How he's eating from other people's hands after they've eaten from their, lunch boxes, and he's not even seeing juta, utishta and all that. He's simply eating. He is just eating with friends. Whereas he is yajna book. Yajna sishta sina santo muchyante sarva kilbishai. You know the shloka in the Bhagavad Gita, that yajna sishta, remnants of sacrifice offered to the Lord. Normally it's an elaborate thing. Offering means the curtain closes and an elaborate arrangement is made, and if you put things in the right place and put it in a particular way, only he'll come and eat. He's very super sophisticated. He's God. And in some places Prabhupada told us also that you should worship him as Lakshmi Narayan here, not very casually as Radha and Krishna, because you don't have that status. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra You may not have that adhikar of casually worshipping. But these Gopas have. They can offer to him like this. That's the meaning of they're being very surprised, all the demigods. How is it possible just eating from out of there? We have to offer Om Sahasrajisha Purusha Sahasrakshas Sahasrabat Sabhumin Vishwato Vritva Atyatishtat Dashangulam. We should know that what is his position and what are your position, and I am offering to you. That's how it is offered. That's how everybody is used to. Even the demigods come and chant this Purusha Shukta and claim the attention of the Lord. We want to talk to you. But here he is so intimate with the Gopas that it is no question of for them to offer yajna and all that and offer to you. They simply ask for it and take it. They may even ask, in the tiffin box you have this, why don't you give me some of that? They eat it. Or if it doesn't give it, they may even take it and eat it. And he's okay with it. He's perfectly okay with it. If they feel at any time hunger, they'll go and ask him, if you're hungry, can you give something to eat? That's the way the Gopas are. They're very friendly in Sakhirasa. So you can imagine the scene. Every day he goes with the Gopas to the forest and the cows and calves. So every day he's enjoying with all his friends. And he eats every day. And it's mentioned that before he eats, mostly some demon is killed. It's like an everyday affair. Sport. Krishna is a big time sportsman. You don't have to judge him as per Olympics standards or anything. He kills without any weapon. Mostly he's killing without weapon. It doesn't have to use a sword, this thing. It doesn't even use a Sudarshan Chakra or anything. Bare hands, legs, boxing on the chest of Kamsa, putting his hand inside Keshi demon's mouth, him entering inside Bakasura, Aghasura. He just enters and swells up and bursts. It doesn't need a weapon. This is the difference. When he killed in Vrindavan, he did not use any weapon. But in other places he used weapon. He killed Shupala and Dwaraka with Sudarshan Chakra. Like that he used weapon. He killed Paundraka with a weapon. But in Vrindavan, no weapon. That's a speciality about killing the demons in Vrindavan. But this was like a sport, so he did not use. And most of the demons were killed with the Gopas. So it was like, I'll show you my strength like that. It's like a game. So he killed almost every day one demon. Otherwise some special thing will happen. It's like every day necessary show. It's like you go to a film show every day. Every day necessary heroic activity of Krishna. And then they will sit down to eat. So you can imagine their mood, they're so excited and very thrilled about Krishna. He's their hero and he's sitting in the center and then he's eating along with them. And the demigods are watching from on top. What a scene! We never see this type of a scene. He doesn't eat like this. It is very rare. It's very rare. Otherwise he's eating with Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda is feeding him and Balarama is also sitting. And you will see that in the past times that he's very busy playing with all the Gopas and this thing at home. And he's out there playing hide and seek, running and catching each other and all that. And then Nanda Maharaj has come home to take lunch. He gone to wash his hands and legs. And then Yashoda shouts from here, Krishna, Balarama, come to eat. Father has come. They are hearing. From there, mother is screaming. They are hearing. But they don't, mother has come. But they are busy playing. Busy playing. Then Yashoda sends Rohini and says, you go get both of them. You go get both of them. So she said, I'll try. I don't think it's so easy to get. So she goes there and she shouts, and Krishna, Balaram, both of you come here immediately. Father has already come to eat and you must come immediately. Coming. They'll tell and they'll keep playing. They are still playing. And then she says, you better come now. Mother will get very hot with you and all that. Coming, it's 2 minutes. They're coming. And very busy playing. So she'll say, forget it, I cannot do this. They'll never come. So she goes back to Yashoda and say, they are not coming. I have called so many times, they won't come. So Yashoda says, okay, I'm coming now. She goes, she knows I am required to get this fellow to come back to eat. She goes there and she says, Krishna, Balarama, come immediately. And they stop a little bit because it's a mom who's come out. Yashoda has come out. Just listen to it. Big demon, hullabaloo, is come. His face is like this. He does like this. His teeth is like this. He looks like this. He's coming behind you. Now that she's going and screaming to the both of them. He's coming behind you. Right there. I'm going. I don't know. And immediately they both turn and come, Mama, I'm coming. Because of the demon coming, it seems. Because my mother came and said, hullabaloo, some demon is coming. And so they run behind mother and go inside. And then when they sit down after washing their hands and legs and all that, father said, what happened? Where were you? A big demon called hullabaloo is coming. Mama described, it's like this and all that. And so we ran and came away. And then Nanda Maharaj is smiling. And Yashoda is smiling at him. And then Krishna is turning to Balaram and said, we have never met this demon, no? We have never met this guy called Hullabaloo. We should finish him also. He's marking him down along with this thing. Every day he killed a demon. So he turned to Balaram and said, Hullabaloo is in our list. Have you killed him? On the side. In this way, he's eating at home. Home also, it's about demon sometimes speaking about this, and he's eating with his mother serving him and all that. This is a regular thing. But when he goes every day to rear the cows and his mother is giving him a lunch pack and he's eating it there in the forest, right? And he's making sure and looking after all of the gopas, right? When they start worrying, oh, we forgot to tie the cows. You'll see in the next shloka, O Maharaj Parikshit, while the cowherd boys who knew nothing within the core of their hearts but Krishna, were thus engaged in eating their lunch in the forest, the calves went away deep into the forest, being allured by green grass. When Krishna saw that his friends, the cowherd boys, were frightened, he, the fierce controller, even of fear itself, said, just to mitigate their fear, my dear friends, do not stop eating. I shall bring your calves back to this spot by personally going after them myself. Let me go and search for the calves, Krishna said. Don't disturb your enjoyment. Then carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna immediately went out to search for the calves of his friends. To please his friends, he began searching in all of the mountains, mountain caves, bushes and narrow passages. He's looking after them and saying, no, you don't get up. I look after. You eat, you enjoy your lunch. This is the way Krishna is giving them security. You're having a good time, don't spoil it. Don't have to spoil it. I alone will go and get all that done. Look after all your calves. This is a special facility Krishna gives to the gopas. He looks after them. If you want anything, tell me. Calves, I'll go and get it done. You just enjoy. You just enjoy. And I'll be watching you. Even when Bakasura was showing his big beak, you wanted to tell them, don't go, this is this thing. But they were in a happy mood. And he found that they are going to go inside. And he didn't stop them because they were in a happy mood. They happily went inside thinking that this looks like a demon or something, but anyway Krishna is there. They just went inside. They are so confident that Krishna is there, so you don't have to worry. And he also knows that they've gone inside thinking like that. Anyway, I'll manage. And Bakasura is not closing his mouth because he's saying, I don't want these people, I want you. You enter. I'll not close till you enter. So Krishna looks at Bakasura and understands, oh, you're waiting for me. You want to die. I'm coming here to kill you. He goes and kills and relieves all his friends, and all of them feel great. See, another demon killed. Let's have lunch. It's going to be like that. So he is protecting them. giving them the security, giving them company, giving them assurance, and looking after very nicely. You don't have to worry, you're with me. I am the supreme absolute truth. We are enjoying. Nobody can disturb. Nobody will disturb. Nobody will dare disturb. So in this way, you will see in another pastime also, when they are hungry, they'll go to Krishna and say, Krishna and Balarama, feeling hungry, can I get some snack? Few boys will go and say, we are hungry, can we get a snack? And Krishna will say, oh, really? He's not becoming God and say, okay, here is a snack, some mystic this thing. Everything for Krishna is a pastime with the devotees. So he's directing them, go to this yajna. There are Brahmins conducting yajna. They would have cooked the best of things and they'll be having wonderful things. You go and ask them. Definitely he knows they will not give. But he tells them, you go and ask. Because he wants to bring out the glory of the Brahmanas' wives. So he's sending them on a trial. Here also, he said, you will get the food, but I'm going to use you now to show you my great devotees. And he goes to the Brahmanas, and the Brahmanas refuse to give anything, and in fact they insult them. Although they are very humble, they pay obeisances to the Brahmanas and ask very nicely, and they say, now is okay time for you to give. Since you have not yet done this aspect of the yajna, you can give dan now, and there's Krishna and Balaram waiting for them only. And they don't even care. So they come back disappointed and said, what, I'm asking for you and they don't give. What sort of people are these? So they come back and relate to Krishna, and then Krishna starts laughing. And then now they are exposed to the way the Brahmins are. How they are so absorbed in their own performance, their own greatness, their own perfection, and their wonderful karma that they can do and everything. So he tells them, don't worry, you go to the wives. They are my devotees. And then they go back again, as per what Krishna has mentioned. They are all jumping, dancing and going. They go past the yajna and go and meet the wives in the backside, who are very busy cooking. And then as soon as they see the gopas, all the wives are in attention. And then they go and tell Krishna and Balarama are there in the forest nearby, and they sent us here to get something to eat. As soon as they said that, we are coming to give to Krishna and Balarama. They took all the preparations, and they were, they could see, wow, wonderful. They are bringing the stuff along with them and taking it. They go past the yajna, past the brahmanas. What are you doing? Where are you going with all this stuff? They go right inside and meet with Krishna. And then Krishna, talks to them. He makes them feel very nice. And he tells them, you go back and you do the yajna with your husbands. And they say that, to hell with the husbands. Who are they? We don't care about husbands. Every lifetime we can have an husband. But we came to see you. Why are you sending us back? And he convinces them and sends them back. No, you must do this. Your husbands are very nice Brahmins. They're good. They're teaching the Veda. They're like this and all that. You must go back and help them. And then he also wants to give mercy to the husbands. In this way, he uses the boys on the pretext of getting something to eat for them. And he gets a whole lot of things for them to eat. The Brahmanis bring everything that they want. And they have a big feast, eating all the stuff. So, in these pastimes, you can see that Krishna is taking special care of his devotees who don't know anything else but him. Like in this shloka it's mentioned, they who knew nothing within the core of their hearts but Krishna. They're always in Krishna consciousness. And so Krishna is reciprocating with them, looking after them. That's the meaning of Krishna saying, Ma Sucha. You just surrender to me, then you don't have to worry anything. I look after. Tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamiham. I will do whatever is necessary to adjust everything for you. If you spend your time, energy, your consciousness fixed on me, you don't have to worry about anything else. Because this is the purpose of life. And since you are executing that purpose of life, everything else I will look after. This is the secret. So the Gopas, here is a beautiful description, and how Krishna is Yajna Bhuk, means he can be approached only by the official protocol, especially if you want to do something with feeding Krishna. There is a protocol. Not any Tom, Dick and Harry can go and offer. Sometimes devotees think that everything that can be offered to Krishna, we offered it to Krishna so that we can eat it. Anything and everything can be offered to Krishna. Bite off the shop, don't worry who cooked it, what the ingredients are, onion, garlic, everything once it's offered to Krishna, it's eatable, becomes edible. Now you must understand from this, he is Yajna Bhuk. He will not eat anything you simply throw at him. It's not that, Krishna is some offering machine. You put it inside, it comes out as prasadam. Wow, AI must be so good. Now things are happening, you just chuck it inside, it comes out as prasadam, yeah. What wonderful. It's not that anything and everything that you throw in there and you offer that will come. You have to give it with bhaktiya, yome bhaktiya prayachati. Tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. The main ingredient is devotion. If devotion is not there, it's not accepted by Krishna. It's not accepted by Krishna. Right? So you may not be a great devotee, then you should do the proper protocol for offering. Officially offer it. Yajna, Sishta, properly. You may not be like a pure devotee on the devotional path or whatever it is, but Vishnu Prasada is offered. Even in a Shraddha ceremony in the house, you will see that Vishnu, one of them becomes Vishnu, and everything is offered. He is, installed as Vishnu, one of the priests, Purohits. And then the others are like the grandfather, the father, the grandfather, the great-great-grandfather, and representation of the entire, Prapitamaha, Pitamaha, and all of them together, and this thing, another person. 3 persons minimum. One is the person who is Vishnu, another person who is immediately your grandfather or father for whom you are doing the Shraddha, and the other one is the representative of everybody else. Minimum 3 is required. And then that Vishnu is given special puja and all those things, and you'll be worship him and everything, and then he is given the plate to eat. Whatever he eats becomes Vishnu Prasada. They do all the mantra and everything. And after that, that Vishnu Prasada is fed to the next priest. And he is served. Now he is eating Vishnu Prasada, and my grandfather, everybody whom I am doing the Shraddha for, is being fed with Vishnu Prasad. Because he will become relieved from his condition. And then the entire dynasty above, all of them also will take the Vishnu Prasad and get liberated. This is the official way of giving Vishnu Prasada. This is why he is called Yajna Bhuk. If you don't offer it like this, he is not taken. If you are a pure devotee, whatever you give, even you bite and give like sabari, he will take it. He is eager to take it. If you may not be, then you should do officially the protocol. And you should call him, and you should chant the mantras and do all these things, and then he will take it. These are the only ways he will take. Right? He will not simply take if you just give it. Hey, eat it and give me prasadam. Not some factory. You put inside, boga in, prasadam out. BIPO. Maybe there's another type of BPO. BIPO. Boga in, prasadam out. BIPO. It's not some counter and some kiosk that you can do this and it will come out like this. The personality. If you are not a devotee, follow the protocol. I'll still take it from you because I want to give you mercy. Right? So that is why he is called Yajna book. But here I see him, he is eating from their tiffin carrier and he is feeding them. And there's another story in Vrindavan, they'll tell you about Madhumangala. It seems on one of the days when they were having, Madhumangala comes from a very poor Brahmin family. Brahmanas are normally poor. He comes from a very poor Brahmin family. And his mother couldn't give him anything to eat. So she put old buttermilk and put a lot of water in it and gave in a small container. That's all lunch for Madhumangala. Madhumangala is fat. He likes to eat and he eats a lot. And Krishna keeps feeding him all the laddus and all that. If you give a laddu, he will do anything for Krishna. And Krishna keeps him like the side, Brahmana's sidekick for him. And he chants mantras, he does everything for Krishna. He's taking part in his pastime. There are so many pastimes with Madhumangala in the forest. So Madhumangala, when they are eating slowly, he'll slip and go off because he doesn't have a tiffin box much today. And so he'll go back into the forest and sit under one of the trees and he'll slowly sip. He'll take long time to sip so that he's very hungry and he's eater. He can somehow satisfy his hunger. He's feeling a little left out. So actually Krishna, when he comes out, one of the reasons he comes out is also to see Madhumangala, where is he? Like that. So he comes to see and he quietly searches out Madhumangala and says, what are you doing here? That's okay, I just came out, I just wanted to, this and I said, no, why? Show me what you're doing, what are you drinking? Krishna understands that he has come out for this reason. And then he says, what are you drinking? And he said, no, this is just nothing, this is just some buttermilk my mother gave me. So then before Krishna says, give me the buttermilk, before Krishna can drink it, whatever remaining is there, quickly he drinks it. So that I don't have to give it to Krishna. So Krishna knows that he has drunk it. So as he drinks it, Krishna slap him on two sides like this. In this thing. It's a local story you hear there. Slap them, all the buttermilk came out. He drank the buttermilk coming out of the mouth of Madhumangala. He aimed himself and drank the buttermilk. You won't give me? I'll drink it from your mouth. Because you're so dear to me. You're my devotee. I know that. You will not be in this position unless you have done so much of wonderful devotional service. Krita punya punja. How many different amazing types of devotional services they must have done to be in a position where they can relate like this with Krishna. It is not an ordinary thing to sit down with Krishna and take lunch with him. We don't do that here. We can't go inside and say, excuse me, I like to sit with you and take. I'm a devotee, like you did with the Gopas. We don't have that qualification, adhikar at all. We are way, way, way down somewhere. We officially offer, close the curtain and very carefully prepare. We are sadhakas. We are sadhakas. These are gopas who are very intimately connected with Krishna. They climb his shoulders, they play games with him, they tease him by putting a flower inside his ears when he's sleeping and he wakes up. And they do anything with him. They do all sorts of things with him. It's described in the Bhagavatam. Play games and Krishna loses with them. And then he has to undergo a punishment, carry somebody on his back. All this like an equal, like another equal. So that's why it's very sweet to hear these amazing pastimes when Krishna is becoming a normal, ordinary child. He's also becoming an ordinary child in front of Yashoda. But we must understand the context. What's that sound? Oh, it's raining. We must understand the context and not put yourself. I've seen sometimes people, they think without the adhikar, without the qualification, they put themselves in that position. I've gone to people's houses where they have Krishna on a small swing and they talk about him in first person. Avan romba kurumbu. He is a very mischievous, and they push like that. But I don't think you have that type of relationship like the Gopas and like Mother Yashoda and all that. And they talk avan in Tamil, which means like in a casual, that guy, it's like that, saying, that guy is very mischievous. You can't say that to Krishna. You don't have the adhikar like the Gopas have and Mother Yashoda has. You are a sadhaka. You can only do Om, Sagasra Sirsha, Purushaya, pay down obeisances 10 times and keep chanting from a difference and offer like this and ring the bell and wait outside. That is you're on a different platform. But you cannot suddenly jump and, I'll be like the Gopas with Krishna. Let us sit together and have lunch together with Krishna. You don't have that qualification. That is what is surprising to the demigods. They know very well where we stand. We are Om Sagastra Sirsha Purushaha across the Kshira Shagara, and we wait and Krishna speaks and Brahma hears and then transmits it to us. That's our position. We know that. So they are surprised watching. Krishna is, amazingly eating out of them and feeding them and joking with them. So it is very surprising to them, surprising to us also. You see, this is where there is a mistake made by Indra, even Brahma. See, this is happening after Aghasura is killed. Aghasura is just killed and then they are having bhojana. Aghasura killing, from then onwards something mystical happened. Because now he goes to search for the calves. It seems Brahma also was watching when Aghasura was killed. Aghasura is a deadly demon. The demigods have never been able to do anything to check him. And they were very happy to see Krishna ripped him apart. But Brahma was not celebrating when the demigods were celebrating. There were flowers and pushpa vrishti and everything going on. Brahma alone was looking, see, who is this small boy? Who is this boy? In a lecture I was hearing this morning, Prabhupada is saying, Indra thought, who is this small boy? Some mischievous boy playing around, like this thing with all the, gopas and in the village. Just a small boy. It's a cowherd boy. Indra really thought like that. That's why he got into very big trouble. Brahma also after this. This chapter is Brahma stealing the boys and calves. These calves and the boys who are sitting and eating, they are all stolen by Brahma. To just see, who is this boy? He killed Aghasura. Right? I am Brahma. You killed Aghasura, you are very great. Let us see. He stole the boys and calves. Even Brahma gets bewildered. Even Brahma gets bewildered. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Surya. So, don't think that it is easy to understand Krishna. Ye Krishna Tattva Veta. To know the science of Krishna, it takes devotional service sincerely, chanting of the holy name purely, and Krishna reveals himself to you according to the purity that you have, the sincerity, the eagerness you have. According to that, Krishna gradually, the absolute truth reveals himself to you. The absolute truth is a person. God is a person. And you can relate with him. You can hear about him. You can, hear Bhagavad Gita, and gradually you develop a proper understanding, and then you can also develop a relationship. That is what we are trying to do. We are not simply hearing casual stories of a group of boys who ate something in the forest somewhere in a scenic spot. That we do all the time. So what's great about it? If you look at it in a completely different way, you get a totally meaningless conclusion. I can very well do that myself. So what's so great about this story? Ate in the forest. It's very deep. He's not simply eating in the forest. So that's why it's mentioned in the Bhagavatam and described like this. So Shukadeva Goswami is relishing it, Parikshit Maharaj is relishing it. And pure devotees of the Lord all relish it. Nivritta tashyer upagiyamanat bhavaushada shrota manobhiramat ka uttama shloka gunanuvadhat vina pashugna. If you don't hear such things and enjoy them and get into it, you are a killer of man. You know, you are committing suicide. You are like a meat eater. You are waiting to face consequences. Manobhiramat. Your mind will be abhirama, means pleasured. You will enjoy pleasure hearing these stories. That's what's mentioned here. Om Tat Sat Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Any question or comment?
Bhavagragi Janardana, Bhakta Vatsala, is very reciprocative, very kind-hearted, and in the pursuit of serving Lord, when we should be comfortable and when we should not cross line, how should we be vigilant? We take it granted, and we of course, as you said, casually sometimes.
Yeah. Actually, we don't become casual, we become careless. Because of that, externally you become casual. Sadhaka means discipline and focus. You should know where you are, where you belong, and accordingly render service. So that's a characteristic of a devotee is always humble. He is not assuming a position with Krishna. He is simply happy in whatever service that Krishna has given him, and he is rendering that in humility. Humility means you will always be aware. Pride means you become bewildered. You lose track of who you are and who God is. That's why pride, there is no place for pride and devotion. Because there is enough pride and bewilderment in the material world. Everybody is proud. Everybody is proud. Even small jivas are also proud. So, devotion, you are saying Bhavagrahi Janardana, Krishna knows that you are offering with devotion. He is sitting right in your heart. So he drinks it up. He knows that. So that's why we are in a practice stage. When we are practicing as a sadhaka, we don't have to prematurely assume a status, which we are sometimes very eager to show progress to ourselves. So you'll see sometimes even the very advanced devotees, they remain very careful and vigilant and remain humble and just continue to render service. Like I told you that they say in Vrindavan, Radhe Radhe bolo, chote ban ke raho. Say Radhe Radhe and be small and do your seva. Seva is very important. Seva is your connection. And therefore whatever seva Krishna has brought in front of me, very humbly, with focus and interest, we should carry it out to the best of our extent. Don't look at it materially. When you start looking at it materially, all these things happen. To keep the quality of the service, we must see it as Krishna given. We must see it as a great opportunity which was never available to me and it is now available. Cherish it, value it, and render service carefully, with humility. That's how devotees of the Lord render service. It's not some work. It's not something that is burdening you and you have to finish it and you have to get rid of it. That's the way we look at things in the outside world. Right? So I think that the mood, the approach to devotional service, we should have affirmations. This is Krishna's service, come to me, and by Krishna's mercy I am given an opportunity. I am going to perform this service completely depending on Krishna in full humility. And in this way adjust ourselves before we perform the service. Approach the service with the initial mood and quality that is required. Yeah. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. While serving Krishna, sometimes we feel very devotional and so much gratitude in heart, and we feel so. Our heart will be like moving for Krishna. But the same service when we are doing another time, we feel so dry and we are not able to experience the same feeling. So why it is happening, Maharaj?
Why? Because it's a very simple answer. You are a sadhaka. You are practicing sadhana. For many millions of janmas you are living here in this material world, thinking I am the boss, I am that, I am this, and you took many lifetimes. Now by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's kind mercy, you got an opportunity to serve. So slowly you are rising above that, thinking that I am everything. So whenever you are getting to do devotional service, sometimes you are able to realize it. Sometimes you do it because it has to be done. Still it is having benefit. Right? So it is not possible that immediately, just because you are a devotee and I have put that seal on me, look at my tilak, look at my kantimala, because of that my inside also should be like that. No, that's where the real devotion is occurring. So you have to work on it. Devotional service and pure devotee and pure devotion is not an ordinary subject matter. It's not very cheap. Right? So we are always waiting to get the mercy of Krishna so that we may experience that, what you said. Right? It happens. And we can understand how we are under the control of material nature. That's what we can understand. Instead of thinking that I'm a devotee, why it is not happening like this? It's better to think that I think I am completely under the control of the modes. That's why it's like this. And I am able to sometimes benefit by remembering. I must pray that all the time I should be like that. And in this way you aspire positively. And that is a humble way of doing. Rather than saying, only sometimes devotee feeling that's coming. It should be coming all the time, no? Something is wrong with somebody else, not with me. I think in your process, Krishna, I think something is wrong. I mean, that's the attitude. Everything is okay with me, but something wrong with you, because I am not feeling good about doing service to you. If I'm doing service to you, you are responsible for what I feel. Because I'm doing it for you. It's free. Why don't you take care of the feeling inside me? I mean, these are all the types of quid pro quo arrangements that you want with God. But it doesn't work like that. He has given you an opportunity and you must be very grateful for that. If you start in that way, you'll start feeling good. Gratefulness is very important. Being grateful to Krishna. You put me in association of devotees. You have brought me inside the temple. You have given me prasadam. You gave me opportunity to serve. I don't deserve it. So I am very grateful and very, what shall I say? I will utilize this opportunity to the best of the extent. That's the mood. Okay? Om Tat Sat.
Two online questions.
Oh.
By Harvesh Prabhavi Gopi Devidasi Mataji. Isn't it our impersonalism that make us feel Bipo, Boga in, Prasadam out, dealing with the Lord?
When you hold the mic closer to your mouth, read it.
Isn't our impersonalism that make us feel Bipo, Boga in, Prasadam out, dealing with the Lord?
I don't know. It may differ with different people. Sometimes we are in a hurry. The lifestyle that we have schedules to keep up, this and that. So sometimes we do it in a hurry. Not necessarily that we are impersonal. Given the time, we like to do it nicely. Devotees are not like, given the time, they like to give a fantastic offering, nicely prepare it, and leisurely offer it, and feel very satisfied taking it and all that. So, and we may do that once in a while on a Sunday when I have time. I like to do that. So it's not always that you could say that you are very impersonal or anything. If you are too personal at that time, you may lose your job. That's the type of thing that's going on inside your head. So, awkward situations we are put into in the material world, especially when we have knowledge of devotional service. And if we just continue with the prayer to the Lord, maybe He will make our situation better and we are able to offer with great personal care. So I don't think that we should accuse yourself of being impersonal. We know God is a person, we know we are persons, and we are trying to relate. But in between sometimes, you can say even Mother Yashoda put her Krishna down and ran to the milk. Is she impersonal? It's not. Right? So these things happen in many places. It's happening in Vrindavan. That Krishna was put down and Krishna reacted in a different way to that. So true, there are repercussions to that. But we don't have to think that we are impersonal. Impersonal means many more things. Impersonal means you will not go near BIPO at all. You will only straight away eat it. No B, only B, no IPO. Only Boga, only I enjoy. No IPO. Okay? Yeah.
Second question, is it okay to be a little unofficial with our home deity?
Too much echo.
Is it okay to be a little unofficial with our home deity?
I didn't hear it.
Home deity.
To be unofficial with our home deities. What do you mean unofficial? It means like you want to be like the Gopas with the home deities. No, deities are deities. They are the Lord. And deity worship means always very respectfully done for sadhakas. It's not that we are, like Sanatana Goswami or somebody. We can be very unofficial with the deity. Like I said, there is adhikar, qualification. That Sanatana Goswami is coming very naturally. In fact, he said, you don't come to me because I will not be able to do the pakka worship that I am supposed to do. And Krishna told him that never mind, however you can worship, I am willing to accept it. So he climbed inside Sanatana Goswami's lifestyle. And so it was like that. Otherwise Sanatana Goswami is going to give very pakka worship. Even he. So in our sadhana stage, it's better to be official and worship the Lord according to the vidhi, according to the archana paddhati. And that should help us to awaken our rag, our attachment to the Lord. And then you may when you are in that mode, if at all, you may adopt a different type of worship if needed, and if that's what is the relationship you have with Krishna and Krishna accepts it. It's all according to each person and according to his relationship is different. It's not one general rule. It's not one size fits all in bhakti. Okay? Yeah.
He does a lot of pastimes to attract our minds. When we hear such pastimes, we actually kind of feel that we get absorbed to it, and we feel something like Yashoda binding Krishna, or you spoke about Madhumangal's pastime now. We also develop a desire to actually go to that exalted state. Are we eligible to even desire such things?
Why not? Otherwise, if you don't desire, then how are you going to aspire and move up in devotional life? You may not get the same status, but by hearing these stories, we know a reality is there like that. And even if I didn't go there fully, at least halfway through, it's great. Then that is creating aspiration, creating enthusiasm in devotional service. Otherwise, we don't hear these stories, we will lose our aspiration, we lose our enthusiasm. Ye lila amrita vina khaya yadi annapane tabe bhaktera durbala yara ek bindu pane utfulita tanumane hase gaya koraye nartana. It's a beautiful shloka in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. These leelas, you hear even one drop. Amrita vina khaya yadi. Without hearing this leela, if you simply regularly eat your food, khaya edi annapane tabe bhaktera durlabha jivana, he becomes very weak in his devotional life. But yare ek bindu pane utfulita tanumane. But if you take one drop of these pastimes, hear them, read them, you will feel hase gaya koraye nartana. You feel like laughing and dancing because it gives you so much enthusiasm spiritually. Right? So, by your own experience, you will want to read, you want to hear, and then by hearing and hearing, you aspire to be those, personalities, along with them, serving them, and being a recipient of that type of mercy. Why not? These stories give us that hope that this is a reality, and I should be moving in that direction. That's how people develop desire to go to the United States of America, because they keep hearing about my uncle is there, my so-and-so batchmate is there, he is working in so-and-so company, he told me, he sent me pictures like this, he said it happened like this and like that. Wow, I'm just waiting to go there. It's natural. So same thing will happen here also. We are all waiting to go there. And Prabhupada has told us it's a back to Godhead program. It's real. It's true. We can aspire to go there. Okay? Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nittai Guru Premanande.